Hey, Star Wars fans and Rule the Galaxy fans, welcome back to chapter 357 of the Rule the Galaxy podcast. It amazes me every time I say those numbers, but here we are at 357 of the Rule the Galaxy podcast. Follow us pretty much anywhere, Rule the Galaxy or Rule the Galaxy SW. Email us at ruletheGalaxySW@gmail.com. All the crew will be here in a little bit, but most of us are here right now. We're going to start off with D-Doc. D-Doc from Philly. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. It's been a little bit of a crazy time. Sick last week. I think it was the flu, even though my wife did not test positive for the flu. But she was good in 24 hours, and she's pregnant and can't take any medicine and just sat there with an ice pack and just dealt with it for 24 hours and was fine. And I was down for like 3 or 4 days. So I felt like a bitch, part of my French. But I could not bounce back, and she's just bopping around the house. But it's good. You know how sometimes you get like a good sickness and you reset and you feel like pretty good. So I'm really starting to feel like kind of better this week. My truck is dead. Went to the car dealership for the first time finally today. I hate it. I've been dragging my feet on it. We've been working with one car. But I went to the dealership today. I'm looking at new trucks. So that process is beginning. I hate it, but that process is beginning. So it's been a while. I'm excited to do a show, but yeah.
We're glad to have you back. I figured also, since we're going to play a little catch up, and before I even say that, women are much tougher than men. I think we can all agree with that. First of all, they birth children, which I could never even imagine. Second, I think you'd agree. They get sick, and like an hour later, they're like, "I'm fine." We are babies. I get sick, and I'm down for days. And so when you were mentioning that, I first thought in my mind was, "Yeah, it sounds about right." That's pretty much how it is. My wife laughs and goes, "You get sick, and you're a 6-year-old wrapped up in blankets, needing people to help you. She's getting sick, and she's taking care of the house still." So,
yep,
yeah. All praise to all the ladies out there. Also, though, to go back. I hope, because I think we haven't spoken that much since Christmas, maybe do a little show and tell. Everybody do a little show and tell with some things. Because I know, D-Doc, you had some stuff that you got at Christmas time. And Alfie, between the trip and Christmas, I'm sure there's things you would like to share. But yeah, D-Doc, glad you're feeling better.
I might have a few things sitting here.
Yeah. So we've got Alfie, the Disney traveler, here with us as well. Alfie, how are you? And how are things going at the Molinaro household?
We're recovering, the holidays, then the trip, and the aftermath. I got sick at Disney. I caught COVID-22 or something from somebody. And the last few days were a little rough, but with the right amount of medication and alcohol, I made it through.
There you go.
It's a magic potion right there.
Yeah.
Alcohol and medication. I see we have another guest here. For those of you watching on YouTube, you see we have another guest, but now I'm going to introduce him. Mr. Brent Dykman. How are you, sir?
Hanging and breaking, I believe is what I was called. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Fantabulous. I'm just happy to be back with everybody.
I mean,
the gang is back together.
Are we really back with Alfie?
For the moment, I don't know if my internet's acting up or not, but I'm trying to hang in.
There's like no light there. Oh, there he is.
Okay. I'm seeing you well, Alfie. Brent, anything new, exciting going on in your life, your neck of the woods?
No. Why would there be anything exciting in my neck of the woods?
You're an exciting guy.
I don't have anything really major going on.
You're the famous one in this group, and people want to know what's going on in Brent world. So,
no. How am I the famous one?
Everyone recognizes you in public, man. I still can't even get recognized at a damn Home Depot.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm special.
One time I was lucky enough, Jason Hatfield, friend of the show and our puzzle giver here, who I've got all these puzzles stacked around me. When we were at the track, standing next to Joey, and I'm used to either taking pictures of Joey with people or whatever. And Jason was like, "Hey, Joe." And I thought he's talking to him. He was talking to me. I looked. It's like, Joey, go ahead. I got this one. I'm good. Me and Jason are going to talk. So it was really fun. But we do here in chapter 357 have so much to talk about. Probably do a little show and tell, like I mentioned, but there is news coming down the pipeline left and right about Star Wars. And it seems like it's a magical day because it's been trickling through, but today seemed like a waterfall of just things being talked about and posted and everything else. So I'm really excited to talk to you guys. If you're watching us right now, thank you. Like and subscribe on YouTube. We're on all podcast platforms of choice. So like and subscribe and follow us on a podcast platform that you use. But let's do this. Alfie, you were just in Disney. So
wonderful time.
Let's talk about what you saw, what you thought about everything down there, Galaxy's Edge, and then what did you bring home with you?
Okay, so yeah, we were there for 7 days. It was great. We went to the Magic Kingdom twice, Hollywood Studios, and Epcot once. We rode pretty much everything at those 3 parks, except for one ride that I'll get to when we come around full circle. I got to say, the Guardians of the Galaxy ride is amazing. That ride is killer. Ratatouille was fun. That was a fun ride. The Mickey Mouse train, that was fun. About the same as the Ratatouille. And Tron was out of this world good. We actually rode that twice. We had a fast pass the last day for it and stood in line for an hour and a half to ride it again.
That's awesome.
Love Tron.
Yeah, that was a good one. Zelia got a little upset before that one. It was a little scary for her, but once she rode it, she immediately wanted to ride it again.
I mean, Alfie, were you blown away when you were in that room and the the walls are all fogged out, and then next thing you know, the fog drops off the glass, and you can see all the cars loading up?
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. That was a great
music playing.
I was really surprised with that one and Guardians because Guardians was like a 2-hour wait. We got in line at like, I think 8:30 maybe. The park closed at 9. You had to be in line by 9 and you could still ride it. But it was supposed to be a 2-hour wait, but it went pretty fast. Same with Tron. Tron was an hour and a half, and I think we might have stood in line for an hour. It moved quick.
Yeah. The queue for Guardians keeps your eyes wandering, like there's stuff that you get to where it's like it kind of keeps you entertained while you're waiting for it.
Well, that one, it seemed like, because the fast passes, or they call it lightning pass, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. I think they ended at 9. So once that stopped, the line moved really quick. And I will say that there was nothing, I think, that we waited in line for that the wait was unbearable as to where like the line didn't move. I feel like as long as the line keeps moving, it makes it a lot more manageable.
Definitely.
Yeah. Especially with kids. Come on, let's face it.
Really, the lines weren't bad that weekend. Hollywood Studios seemed to have an average longer wait than for each ride, but really when you break it down, there's not that much left there. Seems to really be lacking
Hollywood Studios
activities and rides, entertainment.
Yeah, it's very much under construction right now. And
their
park has a lot of dead ends.
They're banking on Star Wars and
I
Toy
noticed
Story,
that the
right?
launch bay is gone. I knew that went away a while ago, but I kind of missed that. At least that was Star Wars.
Yeah, and the whole Muppet Courtyard is closed down.
Yeah, that's gone. It seemed like a lot of stuff you were just walking through. It was nothing to do in that part anymore. But overall, it's a great trip. Azalea had a great time. It was her 7th birthday. We did it all. It was fun.
Did you see that Villains show that's next to the Rock and Roller Coaster?
We did not see that.
It's like hidden in the back corner behind Rock and Roller Coaster. It's actually a great show, but it's like the location that it's at. It's like you got to go all the way back to the corner to find it.
We didn't go over to that part until like almost the park closed because that was the one thing we didn't do was Tower of Terror. She did not want to do that, and the Rock and Roller Coaster was a late addition to her getting talked into riding. So we really didn't go to that part. So no, I did not see that.
Yeah. It's like tucked behind it. You wouldn't notice it unless you were looking for it. It's a great show, but it's like it's just like hidden.
And it's great that this news came out yesterday about Galaxy's Edge because we were just there, and I hate to say it, but it was a real letdown. It's just very underwhelming.
Yeah.
Rise of Resistance was broke down the entire day that we were there until maybe an hour before the park closed. And then it was an immediate 3-hour wait. Was it a 3-hour wait? I don't know, but that, scared us away from going in and trying and getting in line. But like I said, it had the Black Star on the map all day long until about an hour before the park closed.
That's tough.
The Falcon ride is fun, but it's a motion ride. After riding Guardians of the Galaxy and Tron, and even like the Seven Dwarfs ride, I mean that's really underwhelming. It's very dated. It's basically a 2-person ride because if you're not the pilot, it's not really that fun.
I could agree with that. You do just feel like you're sitting there hitting a bunch of random buttons.
Yeah, you're just watching them fly it.
Down TIE fighters.
We do have a resident expert on that ride.
This is true.
I'm not going to say it's a fun ride. I'm not saying it's a bad ride. I'm just saying it feels very dated.
No, that's not
already.
your when Rise of the Resistance is down and the Falcon motion ride is your just one attraction in that entire land. It can't carry that land.
No, it can't.
You have 2 rides to carry it, and it's tough. I mean, Rise is closed at Disneyland for a while right now, and people think it's number one. It's maintenance because it breaks down a lot.
Yeah,
there's a lot of sensors.
that was the first one to use those floor sensors in like the independent cars, and I just don't think it works very well.
Yeah,
I mean, I've read too that the cannons don't work anymore.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. What I have read is like you can go on it 1 week and they're working, and then they just shut them down, and they try to get them working, and then they'll shut down again.
Well, you mentioned Tron. I just keep envisioning that if they made one ride there that was like being on speeder bikes, like the Tron ride,
oh my God,
people would be coming unglued to stand in line for that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and then also too, like do you have the Toy Story ride that's right there? That's just a ride. I mean, you shoot stuff with it, but wouldn't it be pretty awesome to have like a spin around shooter kind of ride like that? It doesn't need. It needs something besides the 2 big rides. It needs something mid or smaller to kind of fill in that space of time.
Well, you mentioned the news about now original trilogy stuff being mixed in there and all that. Do you think, I mean, this is far-fetched, but do you think with them seeing that Batu being stuck kind of in the sequel trilogy era and switching over to this, do you think it opens any doors where they go, maybe we have to add some more stuff. Maybe we need to, get, something looking like Hoth in here, something looking like a desert in here, something looking like an indoor in here. Because
I
that's
don't
what
see
people
how
really
it would
want.
hurt. Here's my thing. Like, you guys have all been to conventions with me, right? When I'm in the mood, when you set a goal and say we're going on this day, I rolled in deep to this place. I spent $0 at Galaxy's Edge. Is that the point of going to Galaxy's Edge? Not really. But then again, shouldn't that be a place where I want to spend money? The First Order store has exactly the same stuff that was there 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The markets have the same stuff that was there 6 years ago. Maybe a few different things. But for the most part, it's the same stuff. Yeah. Yes, we went to the cantina. It was the same experience. We were rushed just like we were the last time. Was it fun? Yeah, it was fun. Was it as much fun as the Woody's barbecue where we ate dinner? No, it wasn't. You know,
Love Woody's barbecue.
yeah, that was really good. It's cool seeing the Falcon. It's cool seeing the ships. I mean, Azalea meeting Ray, that was something. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had tears in my eyes seeing that. But I mean, that was just like we did one walkthrough and then went to Toy Story Land. We rode the Falcon. We kind of looked around for a minute. Went to the cantina and then went to Toy Story Land. We went back later at night to take some pictures, but I bought stuff at the Tatooine Trader outside of Star Tours. I think all the other Star Wars stuff I bought came from the Tron store at Magic Kingdom.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm in Star Wars land with a pocket full of money saying, give me something to buy. You know, do they need to have Black Series figures there? I don't know, but it's kind of weird that they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would I? It's like, because I was talking to Adam Parker tonight about this. Imagine next summer, the Steelers say, Joseph, you're invited to Heinz Field for the 100th celebration of the Steelers, right? This big, you're going to go there. But then you ended up spending your money on Steelers stuff at like Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yep.
It just doesn't. I know that's not the point, but at the same time, you're not enticing me to go back because it's the same exact experience.
Yeah.
Is Magic Kingdom always kind of the same? Yeah, but there's also a ton of stuff to do. So it seems like there's something new.
It's got replayability. Magic Kingdom has unlimited replayability because it's just classic.
Right. And this idea of having this, you know, canon skin on this place makes it a real gimmick. And I just don't think it works more than a few times.
I knew it was interesting when we were just there in August or whatever, that my kids, after about 10 minutes of us being in the cantina, wanted to get out of it.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, this is like a Star Wars themed room. And I'm like, they somehow didn't pull it off where they know parents are going to be there with kids. And the kids are just like, I don't want to be here because we couldn't sit down. The table's higher than their head. Like
nobody knows what the food is.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like the food really there is like kind of like nuts and crackers and cheeses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I think there's one like where it's a pretzel with cheese or something, but it's like, it's not, I don't know. I thought that the last time. I'm like, it kind of stinks that my kids like don't like this, you know?
Right.
We were just rushed to get out as well, where it was just like, all right, well, let's try to have a drink and get the heck out of here as quick as we can.
Yeah, that's the first thing they say to you when they put you wherever is, hey, you have 40 minutes. Which, I mean, it's 40 minutes, but still, it's like, okay, so like you're basically telling me when I get here, I need to hurry up and leave.
Yes.
Brent, that was a great armpit shot.
It's all good. I haven't figured out this new setup and where to put the computer at, but whatever.
No worries.
I'm trying to do Stormtroopers.
I like it. I like the word.
And I know I brought this up before, but even Robin said, you know, because we stayed at the Art Animation Resort and we're walking around taking pictures of Lightning McQueen and all these different things. And she said, we were looking at Ursula in front of a Little Mermaid hotel, you know, suite or building, whatever. And she said, what if that was Darth Vader? And I was like, you fucking get it. It's like, how do you fumble this? This is exactly the way it should be. And she looked over and she's like our, you know, car's part should be like indoor with the walker and Stormtroopers. I'm like, yes, that's exactly it. The place would be it would be packed.
Yeah, I mean, they could easily take one of the All-Star Sports or Pop Century and turn that into, you know, a Star Wars Marvel combo, you know, or I don't know what else they could mix in there.
Just
For
because
some
the
other
Halcyon whatever Star Cruiser didn't work doesn't mean an actual hotel themed like Star Wars wouldn't work.
Oh. It's such an easy idea because, like, the main building when you walk in is all, previs kind of art on the wall, and you look at it and it's like, well, if that was Star Wars, that would be awesome.
So what bells and baubles and bits and trinkets did you bring back?
So, like I said, we did buy Star Wars stuff. I bought this shirt. This was like the only Star Warsy shirt that I could find. My wife thinks it's obnoxious, but I thought it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Everything in that, even the Tron store that had Star Wars stuff, it was really weird. It was so like gaudy, like these god awful Darth Vader jerseys that look like something from the late 90s. Like, it just was.
That's why I didn't buy the R2 jersey. I remember I sent a picture to you guys of an R2 jersey, and part of it looked really cool, but then it had so much stuff on it, on everything else. I was like, just make it simple. Just make it easy.
Exactly. And everything was like that.
Yeah.
I found one Mando hooded sweatshirt, but it was the exact same as the one that I got Azalea, and it looks so childish. And it's like, I was looking at it, I'm like, I would never wear this. They had a really cool like X-Wing pilot sweatshirt, but again, from a distance it looked cool, but up close you're like, this is way too. This is doing too much right here.
Yeah. Is that made by Spirit Jersey, the one you're wearing, Alfie?
I don't know. I'd have to look. And I'm not taking my shirt off on camera.
They make those like long sleeve.
No, our followers and viewers might go up. If you want to,
but you have to pay extra for that kind of content.
It's on Patreon.
Yeah,
Alfie, sure.
So, I did pick up the Valentine's droids, and again, not a Galaxy's Edge. Why? I don't know. So, and I did get you and Scott one of these too. I just have to find time to drop them off.
Nice.
Okay.
And believe it or not, but I guess our merch has hit Disney World.
Yeah, Rule the Galaxy magnets.
I had to get it. It says Rule the Galaxy. And, Azalea got like a pair of R2D2 Crocs, and she really got into the pins. I don't know how many pins we bought, and filled up 2 lanyards full of Star Wars pins. But that was pretty much the stuff that we could find. I think she got the Grogu magnet that goes on your shoulder, the little guy. Yeah, that was about it. I couldn't really find any hats or shirts.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry that's a bummer, but I know you had a good time. So my anniversary is coming up this July, and Lori and I, as you know, when we went to Disney a while back, really enjoyed it, and she's a non-Disney person. I've been trying to talk her into going down there for like 3 or 4 days and checking out Disney stuff, just me and her for our anniversary. So flights are a little pricey in July, So
yeah, they have some deals going on right now where if you book 4 days, you get 2 days for free at hotel and Disney, which is like, Meg is looking at them. I'm like, there's no way we would go this year, right? I'm like, we're gonna have a baby, and she's like, what's the big deal? I'm just like, okay.
Wow.
We just need to join the vacation club, dude. I've paid enough at this point to where I could be in vacation club. So
I think Ryfan's in that. I think he's got a package for going down so many times a year. So, and
you can use that for Disney's other resorts where it's like they have resorts, like they have one in Hilton Head, like they have one in Hawaii. You can use it towards a cruise. Like you don't just necessarily have to be like, all right, I have to go to Disney World every year. You can use it for other, you could go to California or whatever, So,
all right, I was responding to Alfie there. He was texting or sending us a message. By the way, J-Doc said, Brent, you're the best looking. Hello, Rule the Galaxy from Paula 1966. Hi, Paula. Do any of you think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Revan? Absolutely, Paula, we do. Oh my gosh, Paula is living up here. I've heard that Abeloth might be coming to Ahsoka season 2, and Natalie Portman might be returning as Padme and Abeloth. Will take her form to deceive Anakin. All this great stuff. I like it. Let's see. J-Doc, do it. Lawsuit.
What's the lawsuit for?
I don't know.
What do we?
Oh, lawsuit for the magnets. Yes. Yeah. Alfie says he can't find anything to buy, but pulls out 200 pins. Yeah. No, that's good stuff. Alfie, you did some show and tell. I'll do real quick. Scott Rifen got me and Alfie the Christmas droid at Disney. I've got Alfie's droid here. Let's see. Tom Line found a very discounted Captain America right there for me. So took it out, messed around, put it right back in the box so it looks nice and brand new again. But these are pretty nice where you can take them out, put them back in. I like that. And still looks mint in box. I don't know if I showed this before, but I wanted to show it again because my wife and I put together the Tantive 4.
How great is that set?
It's a great set. It's fantastic. Love it. And it's really, it was a lot of fun to put together.
Alfie, you got to unmute on your screen because I'm trying to unmute your mic and it's saying the person chose to mute themselves.
Oh, I did choose to mute myself.
And last but not least, we did also after the Tantive 4, we did the Star Wars logo.
Dude,
Lego
that is
set.
so clean.
It is very nice, very clean. Yeah.
Are you going to show them the secret hidden Easter egg in that?
You guys mentioned it, and I don't know where it is. What is it?
It's on the S, on the top of the S. Flip it over the top of the S, and that compartment.
Up here?
So right there, right where your fingers are at, one of those. There it is, right there.
Oh, the Star Destroyer following the Tantive 4.
Yeah. That is cool.
Did you not realize that when you put it together?
We had different parts that we were each putting together, so I might not have paid attention.
Got it.
But yeah, that is very cool. I'm gonna have to show her that because I don't think either one of us noticed that at all. But yeah, that is really cool. I told her since we did the Tantive 4, now we have to do the Star Destroyer to have it chase it through the house.
We already did.
What? No, the big one.
I know but you've already done a Star Destroyer trace in the Tantive 4.
That Tantive 4 model is like perfect though. It really is. It's for the size of it and how they use the small pieces to just make it a detailed model. It is like perfect. The engines are awesome on the back of it.
Love the engines. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. All of those were fun putting together. And can't wait. R2's next. We're working on one of Jason Hatfield's puzzles right now. So when we do that one, after we finish that, we're going to put R2 together. So
love it.
D-Doc, how about you? Can you move some of the stuff that you got?
I gotta go off screen for a second to show my show and tell because it's like I don't have anywhere to put it. I'm gonna have to do a big reset down here.
No worries. I think Alfie, you brought some more show and tell real quick.
Oh yeah. We got a few little gems here. First, we'll start off with the Black Series Stormtrooper I found right before Christmas.
Very cool.
Can't believe I've never found a Stormtrooper before. It looks great. You really got to see it up close. Great looking figure.
No box art whatsoever.
There's some on the side and the back. A surprising choice for me. This was one that I debated on and actually found hidden in the electronics section at Walmart. So I put it into God's hands and I re-hit it, thinking if I go back in a few days and it's still there, I will buy it. It was still there. I bought it. And that's the Stranger.
Really? Chimera, the Stranger.
Mm-hmm. I know it's from the Acolyte, but it is a really great looking figure. And then I think I got this one the day after we came back. Again at Walmart, I found the new Boba Fett with all the articulation. Maybe we'll open them up later. But maybe if I find another one, then we'll open it up. Really
Those are great
looking.
finds.
Yeah.
Here is the black pearl before I drop it.
The black pearl is being shown right now, Hyperspace Heroes, but we're going to talk big news here in a minute. D-Doc, that is gorgeous. And all the black pieces, that had to have been fun to put all that together.
This is the coolest part is that you can open the cannons on each side, and each of them has a
Yeah,
door.
that's really cool.
That is nice.
But it was a pain in the ass to build 18 cannons. I'll say that. Because these cannons are very detailed and you cannot see them. They all get covered up. You only just get to see the front of them. But yeah, man, this thing is tall. I don't know. Like, I don't even think it does it justice showing it on screen with me holding it. But
Is it taller than your Eye of Sauron or whatever? Is it in that same kind of height world?
I mean, you can kind of, you can't really see it, but
Too dark.
all the black pieces were tough, Joe. It's one of those ones, like I'm a big like Lego color separator. It's like I open the bag, I'm separating. It's like with this, it's like you just got to separate similar sized pieces because a lot of them are. But Lego always finds a way to incorporate random colors to help you in the beginning of ones like this. But yeah, this is cool. This is a very good set. It's like a 10 out of 10 set. I have zero complaints about this thing.
Nice. Hey, by the way, your pod racer video is doing very well. People are really liking that the post you sent my way. So
yeah,
very
that's
cool
a cool
video.
That's a cool one. I just matched it up while I was opening that. It's cool to unbox something from the late 90s, early 2000s. The quality of it's amazing.
You're saying it was Wizard?
Absolutely.
Wizard Annie. Brent, you're making stormtroopers right now?
Yeah, I mean they're terrible right now. White is hard to paint, and so I've gone over with white, but then I got to touch up the booty with the black to try to highlight the black. Then, if you can see how nasty the white is, I got to go back over it with white once I'm done. So essentially, this is where I'm at with, and it's just kind of batch painting. This is where I'm at with. I just got to clean them up.
They're very cool.
Now, I got to say, Brent, you have some show and tell, too. You weren't just painting stuff that had to do with Star Wars.
You mean this guy?
You were building some Legos. I know
man.
And we got a staff rider.
You got clone troopers, too, right?
Yeah, I do. You got a staff rider.
Oh.
And then you got a clone trooper riding on a bark speeder.
Are those Phase 1 clone troopers in that?
I'm not sure. You got a Coruscant guard. No, they're Phase 2. You got a Coruscant guard.
Nice.
Love it.
So I got a bunch of minifigures. Oh, and some B2 battle droids as well. So
Are we in Lego Club now? Are we the 4 Lego Club members of Rule the Galaxy?
It's looking that way.
Wow. Never would have thought 6 years ago.
I just buy those packs when I see them on sale, man. Keep your eye out for the battle packs. I just buy these when I see them if they're on sale because you can't beat it.
There's a local store called like the Block Party, Party, and they are a buy, sell, and trade anything Lego. I mean, they have a $3,000 Boba Fett minifig. Or at least they have it priced at $3,000. Like that,
That's
right?
the OG.
Yeah.
Cloud City.
That kit that my daughter got me for Christmas was on sale there for like $50, but you can still get it at the stores for like $25. But I'm guessing it is catching on a collector's market potentially a $50 price.
Yeah.
But that place is really cool. So if you are in the Indianapolis area, I will give them a shout out because she was also building she was building a panda bear and lost one of the pieces. So we went in there as she was looking around, and I told her to ask, and they went to the computer. They're like, "What was the kit?" She's like, "A panda bear, like 3-in-1." They went doo-doo-doo-doo, and then like they knew exactly where it was, and then went to the parts list. A guy walked back and like pulled out the brick that she was missing to allow her to finish the the thing and gave it to her, and she's like,
Nice.
"What?" I was like, "Yeah, like this." Like I was like, "That's the type of like." That's why I asked you what it looked like, because I'm sure that they would have something like that. So yeah, it's a block party, and they do buy, sell, and trade. I was walking around. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of fun to snap the things together. You get the satisfaction of seeing nothing turn into something. And they have so many kits there.
Oh yeah.
So many kits. Star Wars. And I'm talking Star Wars. But like, yeah. Yeah. So
Crazy.
I could see myself doing more. I know.
I will. I'm hooked now. You guys got me hooked. An occasional Black Series and Lego. That's where I'm going.
I can do the helmets. I think I could do the helmets. Is like where I would go next.
Are you guys near the Schererville?
No.
Schererville, Indiana?
No, why?
U.S. Route 41.
I think that's
There's-
up near Chicago, isn't it?
There's a one of the bigger Lego YouTubers just opened a store in Indiana. That's why I was curious if you guys were close, because they just had like their grand opening, and it's Schererville, Indiana. But yeah, I guess not. But isn't it funny that like it's being left up to like the public to open good toy stores now? Like essentially, like like this shop that Brent just went into. Like I'm seeing a lot of like Lego collectors opening their own stores now. Like it's happening with Pokemon cards. Although a lot of them, the problem is a lot. I see a lot of them will get robbed now, which is a problem, because once people steal from you and then go sell it on eBay or whatever, it is a problem because their security. It's not like they can pay for security at these places, but it's just funny to me that it's like the corporate giants can't see like better ways to make a toy store that people are interested in, because it could work.
Yeah. Toy Story, where art thou? Didn't Michael Havens, didn't his place get robbed in Tennessee?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. I mean, I think when people know you have the high dollar collectibles, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's G.I. Joe, whether it's Lego, whatever. Yeah. What is this? D-Doc equals Darth Doc.
A Lego Sith has been operating in secret without the knowledge of the RTG Council.
He's gotten us all. Great call, J-Doc. Hey, let's talk about KK. Let's talk about KK, Filoni. What's the other
My
person's
favorite
name?
topics.
Lynwyn Brennan? Is that right? I think. Yes? No?
What are we talking about now?
I don't know her name, and I keep like
president.
Was she the understudy?
Lynwyn
Kathleen
Brennan.
Kennedy?
Yes. So that happened. I mean, that's official now, right? It's all over the place.
She did they published an article, I think, that everybody's running with. So yeah.
Oh, she's stepping down
This week.
Broke tonight. It broke tonight. She's done this week. Yeah.
She came out in Deadline.
I mean, she said she was stepping down within the year, is like a hot minute ago.
Well, look, for as much as we bash on her, some good things have happened while she's been there. Let's face it. Force Awakens, Rogue One, Clone Wars Season 7, Rebels. Rebels was her, part of that, Andor.
Nobody watched that. Nobody watched that.
What?
Rebels or Andor.
Well, whether they watched them or not, I at least liked them. They were good quality,
Correct.
I thought. So,
Correct.
Mandalorian, that was under her watch, right? So while we've had misses such as The Acolyte or other things that maybe didn't hit the way we wanted them to, and Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, I mean, I guess if you were in that business, as Mike Tomlin would always, let's get a winning season, right? Let's go 9-8. I'd at least say she went 9-8 and crept into the playoffs, right? I mean, I don't
know if she crept into the playoffs. I don't know if she pulled a Rasputin, Steelers Rasputin.
She did. I'm going to agree with you. She did do some really great things. Force Awakens, Rogue One, solid.
Yep.
Last Jedi made a lot of money. Mando was a big worldwide hit. Andor was critically successful. So
Yeah.
Look to the positives, right?
I'd say Rogue One is at least winning an AFC championship game.
See, look at that.
You know, that's at least AFC championship.
Yeah.
It's one of my top. I mean, I don't know if I could say Super Bowl because that's just like forever classic, although Rogue One is like kind of forever classic for me. But
I'll go on the record and I will say Force Awakens. If you're saying AFC championship game, I would say Force Awakens was the divisional round. So the round of the playoffs. Because I really did have a lot of excitement coming out of Force Awakens.
Yep.
I love
the Force Awakens did its job.
It did. And like you said, maybe nobody watched Rebels, but I think the people who love Star Wars, I think the Rebels are very popular in the Star Wars community. Maybe not in the secular non-Star Wars community.
No, I will agree with you there.
The Eastern Orthodox?
Yes. The Eastern Orthodox. Do you celebrate Star Wars Day or do you celebrate May 25th? You know, you've got the Eastern Orthodox and the secular style. So
I think for some people, right there, and I think it's an age thing and it's a generational thing and it's the on-ramp thing that we always talk about, right? So for certain people, no one watched Rebels, but the people that did watch Rebels, that's their stuff, right? One of the guys that I go to, that I play the game with, he is a Rebels lover. He is actually now turned into an Ewok cartoon fan as well.
The guy who got the screen.
I don't know why, but but yeah, like, so he really loves it. So I think just like I would say, is Clone Wars? No, Clone Wars was prior to it started.
Except for season 7. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, part of me is nervous for Filoni as we enter this new era. You know, it's like I'm a little, you know, he obviously had to have wanted this if he accepted the role. If he didn't want it, he probably wouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? So he must have a vision. I'm excited. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. You know, I don't want him to get bashed if he doesn't do great, you know, but it's hard to be the king, you know, or the queen.
Yes. Heavy as a head wears a crown, right? Yeah. So look, I'm excited. I'm interested to see where we go, but saying that, let's read through some of the things that KK has said recently with her stepping away and now putting it in the hands of Filoni and Miss Brennan. James Mangold's movies are on hold, but the script is incredible.
Incredible. Best thing they've ever read. Have we heard that before?
Yes. Filoni Mandoverse movie put on the back burner. Okay. Alden Ehrenreich was put in an impossible situation. I mean, there's some things now where it's like shaky stuff and bringing back things that we all knew. I mean, everybody knew, and Alpha, you've talked about it. Going in, you're thinking there's no way Alden Ehrenreich is going to pull off being Han Solo. But by the end, you were like, all right, I can live with this guy doing this.
Okay, we can go forward.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you know, he's the one who went to her and said, you got to rein these guys in. Do you have any idea what they're doing with your money and your time? I mean, that's just the truth of it. He went to her and said, you know, they're making, you know, the Channing Tatum 21 Jump Street Star Wars. Is that what we're doing here? I mean, I'd kind of like to see that. But
it sounds like Taika Waititi's one is going to be that.
Oh, it's incredible and hilarious script. I mean, you got to give the woman credit, though, because
she can sell.
She can read the room. And she still managed to take a match and a can of gasoline and throw it on this and say, good luck to the next person. The Ben Solo script is right there. We've got all these scripts just sitting there waiting for the right person to take a chance. You know, I think her quote was, they could be amazing.
So is it her not pulling the trigger or pulling the trigger on certain things, or is Disney themselves? I mean, you guys have said before that Iger was getting way too involved and putting his fingers on too many things when he was running the show for all this. I mean,
I
I
don't
think
know.
they green.
How much money can you burn before somebody says stop?
Yeah. I think he got. I think he became too afraid to fail, and let them keep creating things and let it keep dying. Like I think that's like I think it's almost like you kept the illusion that these are possible and you're going to make it, and then when push came to shove, it was always this might fail. Let's not do it. Like although somehow the Acolyte did get past the back burner. Someone accidentally pulled that off the back burner and put it on the main one, like the front left burner that you use all the time. It's like,
the one of the four. Yeah.
yeah. Like, how the hell did this get on here? The stove's on? Shit.
Another thing that was brought up is Simon Kinberg's movies are now the new trilogy. I mean, I completely forgot that Simon Kinberg was even doing a movie, honestly.
Yeah.
It's
Is
so
this
fun.
the Jedi Order?
Yeah.
Who knows? What happened? She didn't mention the Rey movie either that Daisy Ridley keeps talking about being incredible, having an incredible script.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I'll go down the Mike Tomlin again, equaling out to Kathleen Kennedy. Winning program, did enough to get by, did some good things, did some other things you question and look at and go, what were we doing here? But hey, she put in her time and effort. I applaud her for that. I wish her the best. And like I said, change is rough. We don't know what's going to happen now that the doors have been opened to other people to do this. So I'm sure she did the best job she could do with what she was given. So we'll see where it goes. But guys, somebody asked us online. I think it was somebody asking questions. What with Filoni now running things? What do we expect to see more? What do we expect to see less? You know what? I can say two things I want: more movies in the theater. I don't care if they're 3 years apart, just like they used to be. That's fine. Just give me a good movie in the theater. And give me some anticipation for the next one. And let me see some good animated series on Disney Plus or Disney whatever to where it's filling in the blanks and giving us some fun in between. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
I'll go on this. I think one of the main things I want to see is I want to see Luke, Leia. I want to see these characters recast and put into things in live action. I think it's time to do that. I think you can write new stories. Everybody says Filoni's one-dimensional towards Clone Wars and everything like that. I think it's time to get back into some of the older stuff or dig into some of these old, Knights of the Old Republic type stories. Use some of the lore that you have in the books that have been written in the expanded universe and work off of some of that because good stories exist out there. I'm just so curious how he's going to do in this different world, though. It's such a different, like what Kathleen Kennedy had to do. And it's like, whether you think she did a good job or not, she's been involved in so many big blockbuster things and knows how probably the stuff, all of the stuff that we don't see of Hollywood. And I'm sure Dave's gotten a taste of it by leading the Ahsoka and Mando and everything with Favreau, but I'm sure Favreau's also mentored him a lot as well, getting into this role. So, yeah, I want to see characters recast and stories told with them. It's possible, and I think the fans would be ready for that as well. I know Alden Aaron Reich, I can't pronounce his last name properly, but I know that was brought up, but I think fans might be a little more understanding at this point, because I think people have grown to like him a little bit for the impossible task that he was given. So you can't go into deep lore of Clone Wars that you need to watch a million things to understand. And that's a criticism people have of Filoni with the Ahsoka show, is people say we don't know half of what's going on in this. So
I think you've got a pretty decent cast already, and I'm with you. I'd say start making some stuff. Don't let them go to waste. You got a Luke, Han, Leia, Lando. It doesn't have to be your big focus, but make something out of it.
Yeah.
Go for the easy wins. That's what I'd like to see. Is let's start off with a few easy wins here and build it back up.
Yeah. I mean, Plagueis would be easy step one. Easy step one for a movie. Easy. That's a layup.
Revan, Bane, Plagueis, all three would be great movies. But of course, maybe I'm digging in too deep, like you said, too much of the lore. But it is weird to think that 4.5 months from now, we're gonna have a movie in the theaters. Is that right?
Yeah.
February, March, April, May. Yeah. Crazy to think about. We're actually gonna have a Star Wars movie in the theaters.
Did we get feedback from Alfie or from me?
It was we're good.
Okay.
I think it was Alfie moving around.
No, so where do I go with? I think I've said it 1,000 times. I want to see. Oh my God, it's getting worse. That's what happens when you paint with black.
Is that what that is? I thought you had a busted lip or something.
No. I'm using black.
Don't eat too much paint, Brent.
I'm painting the gun and like all of that black. So whenever I
Now it makes sense.
You're gonna start to think they're real stormtroopers on your desk, like the Indian in the cupboard.
So, anyways, I want to see news stories adjacent. Now, could you take like news stories in visual, right? So take the Darth Bane. I'm fine with Darth Bane. Take that one, put that one into visual. I want to see the other cells from like the Rebel cells that are building. I really like that timeline. I want to see news stories that are adjacent to the stuff that we have seen. That's the hard stuff. That's the stuff that people think about because it's not the regular stuff. But they did it with Mando. It was adjacent, and it worked for the first couple seasons, right? The problem with Plagueis, I like in current world, you're talking ideal world. In current world, if you take Plagueis and run Plagueis, it's not going to fly because they already showed Plagueis. And as soon as you run a Plagueis show, there's going to be the segment of the population that is in love with the Acolyte that will then hate on it, and it would just create strife again. I don't think Plagueis is an easy win. I could see Darth Bane being an easy win because that one's so long ago. That one's in a book form that there's only certain people that have read them. The Drew Karpyshyn fans would love it, but that's also a small segment of the fandom. Because books, let's face it, books are probably more than comic books, but we're talking like a mouse fart to atomic bomb, I believe is what we say when we talk about like how good things were.
Yes.
Isn't that what Mark?
Duck fart.
A duck fart.
Duck fart compared to an atomic bomb. Yes.
Yeah. So while I understand that you think Plagueis is a great novel, I think what has happened to Plagueis is he will be remembered, and a segment of the population will not let that die. And so I fear the split of the divide would show itself again.
Yeah, it's a tough task. But Plagueis would just need to be a movie that just has a beginning and an end, and that's it. It's one movie. It's Plagueis. It starts the story and it ends the story in one movie, and that's it. It doesn't need to be two movies. It doesn't need to be a trilogy. You could tell it in one movie and be done with it.
You could, but I'm telling you, there are going to be some people that are the fans of that show that will have a problem with it and like, well, if you could do it in a movie, then why did you just do The Acolyte? And you know that I'm right.
Oh God, I didn't even think about like Acolyte fans pushing back against it.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, well, they put a half-assed version of that storyline into it, though. Like they can go pound sand with that. Pretty much.
But they will pound sand, and you'll read it, and then you'll get frustrated by it.
I'll love it. I will.
I mean,
It will fuel me. Like, yeah, I look forward to that day. And there's only like 12 of them, so it's not going to be that big of a backlash. I mean, I've read a handful of comments the past 2 days about, the 5 people that are upset with the Galaxy's Edge music being replaced because that's their most favorite Star Wars music of all time. There's always going to be people like that. Who cares?
Yeah.
I think it's an easy win because it's already written and you don't have to have some hack spend, years and years and years trying to make a script of it. That's what I mean by easy wins. You've got something that's already there. You don't need 13 writers in 5 years.
And plus you have the excitement of seeing a young Palpatine and having someone play that role, like, which I think could
Matt Smith.
I think it could put asses in the seats. I think that part of the storyline, like, I think that is your for that to be a successful movie is you putting an awesome trailer out showing this is how Palpatine became Darth Sidious at a young age. If you show that in the trailer, and it would be a darker movie, and show maybe a different side of Star Wars, which it seems like they're kicking the tires on. It sounds like they're going to make Death Troopers.
Yeah, that was a talking point. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hit that to go along with it. There are people who really like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and while we enjoyed the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, we didn't feel like it hit the way it should have. The John Jackson Miller book about Kenobi does not contradict any single thing that was in that show, and it's him on Tatooine, not going anywhere. There's all kinds of storyline in that book that you can make a second season of Kenobi, and it could be that. Would you agree, Alfie? You've read that, right? Or is Alfie muted? Yes, he is. Okay.
I mean, I listened to it, so I understand what you're saying, right? So it was like he was helping them fight off Tusken Raiders from like a cantina type place. I can't remember if there was anything else there, but that's what I remember from the book.
And Alfie had to drop. His internet was lagging way too much, he said. So I mean, there are some easy wins, and there's some easy wins to where people who've been fans for a long time, people who want some, let's face it, Brent, those stories we talked about, Revan, Bane, even Plagueis, 99% of the people who go see Star Wars movies have never read those books.
Right.
So that would be new to the mass, the mass society of people who'd want to go see a Star Wars movie. Right? I mean, that's just that easy to do. So let's hit. We'll keep talking about these things, bouncing these around. But we had so many different things going on. There were some people out there afraid for a little while because Ahsoka 2 was not listed on the original release of 2026. What's going on? And now it says coming soon in 2026, Ahsoka season 2. So for all the people who are ready to jump off the cliff, it's still happening. It's still going to happen in 2026. We don't know when yet, but Ahsoka season 2 is happening this year.
Yeah.
You and Alfie were one of the ones jumping off the ship.
No.
The last rule of the galaxy was when it was brought up, and you guys were like, "That's par for the course. We probably won't see it until 2027."
Well, they left it off of they left it off of the slate, though.
Oh no, it was Doc. It was Doc and Alfie. They were.
We have Kevin Davis 8646 asking us, "Do you think Star Wars fan base would support a Lando film if it came theatrical? If you had Glover play Lando in a movie, absolutely people would go to that." So see again.
That was another bomb she dropped today, was that Donald Glover submitted a script.
Look, there not only was there good momentum for him as a character after the Han Solo movie, there are 3 novels that are just based off Lando from the early 80s that were fun novels, and he even was mentioning one of those in the Solo movie when he was doing his diary that he was doing on the Falcon. So I think people would go see that. Yes,
Yeah.
right character, right fit.
And that's another perfect example on the topic of recasting. He knew how to play Lando,
Yep.
a young Lando. Like he had the mannerisms, he had it down perfect. And he's a fan of it. So it's like that's what you need more of is you need more people who are passionate about it and are fans of it and can play roles like that.
Hey,
and go ahead, Brent.
I was just gonna say Leslie Headland was a fan of Star Wars also. So how that turned out.
Yes.
Because there was an article about her being a fan of Star Wars.
While Joe was talking a minute ago, a random thought crossed my mind. Does Dave Filoni have the power now where if he's writing a movie, he could say, I'm hiring George Lucas as one of my writers for the movie? Like, since he's in charge now? Could he just say, I'm hiring my writers for this movie. I want George Lucas to be my writer. He's not the director or anything. He's my writer.
So here's the thing about that, though. If you look at who wrote and directed the second 2, he wasn't a writer or a director for those. It just was he was the creative that like steered the ship. And I'm not sitting here and saying that like he didn't direct the movies. I don't believe he wrote the movies. Now he might have wrote the Phantom Menace, and directed the Phantom Menace. But like the second 2, Empire and Return of the Jedi, and I could be speaking out of turn, but he didn't have a writing credit on it.
I think he had, he laid out like bullet points and a draft of what he wanted in it, and then he had people write it.
And he had other people write it, and like obviously he was there. Obviously it was his brain. This is not trying to diminish Lucas. What I can see him doing is just exactly what I was saying, is have him around.
Yeah.
Right? Like to see because he's already had him around. He brought him on the set of The Mandalorian. He's already involved Lucas.
Yeah, and not that Kathleen Kennedy, like, because she has a relationship with George, but like Filoni was like George's like Padawan, essentially, where it's like this is a little different, where it's like I could see him being like, let's have George around for some stuff to throw some ideas at us as well. If George was open to it, you know what I mean?
But
like, it's just a random thought.
And this is me not knowing full history, but I believe Kathleen Kennedy was also his choice to succeed him. So like, just like he would, I mean, yes, Filoni was a little bit different because Filoni went deep into the nerddom and the lore, whereas Kathleen Kennedy was more about the
Hollywood.
Right. It was more about the studio and wasn't as like laser focused on one aspect of it.
Look, I do some consulting work for people, and George Lucas being ready to make get a phone call or be there to be in meetings and just bounce things off of as a consultant, I'd be perfectly happy with that. He doesn't have to write another thing. He doesn't have to direct another thing. It would just be good to be like, hey, George, here's what we're thinking on this. What do you see on this vision right here? Do you see something different that fits what you created? And I think that would be a huge, as Fraser Crane would say, a huge boon for the Star Wars community. So
Fraser Crane, huh?
He always says boon. I've got to look that up.
Fraser now or what?
I love Fraser. I watch Fraser probably every other day.
Did you watch the remake of Fraser?
I did. It was not as good, but I enjoyed seeing the characters.
Was the brother on it?
No, he never showed up.
And was Roz on it?
Roz was.
Okay.
Daphne and Niles did not make it, and of course, the father was passed away. So,
right.
How about this? Alfie's been saying it forever. In one of the articles I read in the last few days, Starfighter could be setting up Rey's new Jedi Order movies. So we see that, and then to go along with that, with Starfighter, we have Sean Levy coming out and talking about how Spielberg and Tom Cruise were on set of Starfighter, and that I believe Cruise helped with the lightsaber duel. Is that what I'm reading? Is he got involved with that?
He was behind the camera in the mud filming a lightsaber duel. I love it, man. I love
do too.
everything. I love everything I read about this movie. So, the hype train, D-Doc, that's, he was a big train rider when he first got on Rule the Galaxy podcast. Brent taught him a thing or two, but I'm telling you, man, I'm in the front of the train shoveling coal on the Starfighter movie. I'm putting too much coal in. The engineers told me to stop because the train's going too fast, and I just keep shoveling.
Oh
You're Back to the Future train throwing to get it up to 88 miles an hour.
Yes, I'm all in on it. I mean, when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, this is awesome.
How does it not get you pumped? I
Yeah.
mean, really?
Now, when I watch that whatever lightsaber duel happens in it, I'm gonna be like, Tom Cruise was holding this camera in the mud. Did you read like the details of the story about how it happened too, Joe? Like,
No.
Levy said that he's like, Tom, like, what do you think about this shot? Why don't you like get behind the camera? And like Tom Cruise like was in like nice clothes and everything, and they were in like a muddy, wet area. And he said Tom Cruise just went and like got in the mud and got the camera, and then he was like, I like this. And next thing you know, they were like, let's just do this, which is awesome. It's like, it's great. I want to see Tom Cruise in Star Wars now.
No, see, that's just it. Like I with Levy being involved and Filoni being involved and Favreau being involved, I envision literally I can see Tom Cruise coming in. I can see Keanu Reeves, who has said over and over again he would like to be in Star Wars. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Reynolds or Vince Vaughn, either one, got involved with Star Wars at some point in time, just because of their connections with these people. I'm calling my shot. Some of those people are going to be in Star Wars movies in the future.
I love it. Bring people in who are famous and passionate about Star Wars. It's a pretty easy format.
It is a good formula.
And weren't we? I mean, I thought we were told beginning there wasn't going to be any lightsabers in Starfighter, and now we're being told that Tom Cruise is involved helping film a lightsaber scene in Starfighter. So it's crazy how the changes occur, or how the stories come about.
The turntables have turned.
How the tables have turned.
We got to be due for a trailer for that pretty soon, right?
Have
they wrapped filming on that?
Yeah. They wrapped. It's in post-production right now.
We got to be due for a badass trailer. I bet it'll probably be a May the 4th trailer.
Did they say when in 27?
It may.
Oh, so it's May of 27?
It's going to be when because I believe April is Star Wars Celebration, the 50th anniversary in LA, which we'll all be there hanging out by the pool, having fun. But at the same time,
when you're independently wealthy,
we'll take care of it. I'll hit the lottery before then.
All right.
But you know they're going to be showing little snippets and everything there a month before.
Yeah.
But it'd be great. When I want to see a trailer for that, when I go see Mandalorian and Grogu.
That would be awesome.
I go into Mandalorian and Grogu and I get 2 minutes of, I don't even care if it's sizzle reel stuff. 2 minutes of Starfighter. Just see the Lucasfilm thing come up before the Lucasfilm thing comes up. I mean, you want to talk about people losing their minds.
Yeah.
There'd be popcorn thrown everywhere.
Yeah. I don't care if it's like 15 different shots of like someone packing a bag and then turning. And then it goes to someone else like getting in a cockpit and pressing a button. Like, that's it. Like, I don't care. I just want to see it. I want to see what it looks like visually, because it's like I'm just trying to picture what this movie is going to be and just how it's shot, and I don't know. I'm excited and intense at the same time. So, and Tom Cruise filmed part of it. That's hilarious, and it will be part of Star Wars lore forever.
Yeah. Now, am I not mistaken? Is Super Bowl sometime where they're going to possibly have a Mando Grogu like real preview? Or
that just crossed my mind while we were talking about this. with trailers. I'm like, are we going to get something Star Wars on the Super Bowl? We should get a real like trailer for that, where it's like maybe showing a little more plot lines into the trailer, you know?
I don't want plot line. Why do you want plot line? Riddle me this, Batman. Like, what do you want from the plot line? Why do you want like? I don't want it to. I guess what I'm getting at is I don't want a traditional movie trailer that gives every goddamn thing away. And
I know. I agree. I just want to see some sign of like a villain in this and like a task. That's all I want to see is some sign of direction. But at the same time, I could also be like you're saying, Brent, I could also be very happy going into it like totally blind and just dealing with like, because that's all we've gotten from this, even with the different trailers that we've gotten from it. It's been all sizzle reel.
Mm-hmm.
I did see the trailer in theater when I saw Zootopia 2, which I don't think I texted that to you guys, but seeing the trailer on the big screen was badass. Like the one shot they had of like the N1, I think it was did they show the N1 starfighter flying over like a beach at one point from like a top view down, or is it the Razor Crest? I'm not sure which one it is.
I think it's a Razor Crest.
I think it was a Razor Crest.
Yeah, but like it looked so good on the big screen. Like it felt like if seeing it in theaters, it felt so movie like seeing that trailer where I was like fired up watching that. So
I'm going to pull us away from this real quick because one, Kevin also asked, do you think Dana Walden and Josh D'Amaro are going to co-CEO of Disney? Honestly, Kevin, I don't know those people. Do you guys know Dana Walden and Josh D'Amaro?
The adult, so
I'm in on that lore. I know all about it. I think Josh D'Amaro is the right choice.
Okay.
What does he come from?
He's the chair of Parks and Entertainment right now.
Parks? They had a Parks guy last time.
Mm-hmm.
He's different. Josh D'Amaro is different. He should have been the guy last time.
I mean, he had a Parks guy last time, but I will also say last time COVID hit, right? Like we got it. Like,
yeah. Yes.
I think Chapek got kind of screwed because of that. But
Josh D'Amaro is to me he's to me less businessman, more imagination, and what can you do with things. To me.
And before we go back to the other talk, we were talking about Anthony A 1151. Hi, I'm Anthony. I love Star Wars. Are you familiar with Marfalump? You should check him out. He is also a fan of Star Wars, voiced by Billy West. That's the guy from the Pepsi commercials. That's the Pepsi commercial guy. Yeah, I mean, back in Phantom Menace days, right? When they came out with all the characters in the Pepsi cans.
Yep, that's Marfalump. I had to look it up.
I knew who it was, but I didn't know he was voiced by Billy West. So Anthony, thank you for checking in. And Kevin, thanks for checking in with those comments as well. But Marfalump, there you go, Pepsi's. I remember that commercial. I was like, what are we watching here? Yeah. Give me a Marfalump character. Let's go. Make one of those up. Hey, real quick, to go to a side thing of Asajj Ventress, because I saw that Amazon has her Black Series, the new Black Series of her up. You can get on Amazon. I'm going to check that out. It's the one where it was season 5 of the Clone Wars, where she was the bounty hunter and away from other stuff, and she helped out Ahsoka. So, but Utini, do you guys follow Utini on Instagram, Twitter, any of that stuff?
I don't think I do.
Yeah. So Utini's, they're always posting all kinds of news, pretty good about stuff. They're really good about books and everything, but they posted something out talking about Ventress is involved with Offspring. I wonder what podcast asked Asajj Ventress about her being in an Offspring song. I know one did that.
Yeah, but did they mention that she's also a professional poker player?
They did not.
We're never going to get credited for all the great stuff we got out of that podcast.
All we're gonna get is that she said something to some fans.
Yep.
Because that's what like Rebel Force Radio said, and I thought maybe she said it somewhere else. No, we were those fans that she was talking to.
Yeah. That's a good looking figure right there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
I didn't know that Rebel Force Radio brought up some things that she said on.
Well, when
she
it
was
came
on
out,
with us.
right? When it came out, they said that it's making news that Ventress said that she's going to be that there's going to be more Ventress, and like one of them was like, "Yeah, I know she said something to some fans and it's reported somewhere."
Some fans.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, and then you saw like a number of different websites saying Asajj Ventress, or there's going to be more Asajj Ventress, blah blah blah. And I'm like, last
We
week we
broke
just
that
had her.
story.
Yeah,
We broke that story.
and she was like, I don't know if we can say this. Yeah, you go ahead. Don't get in trouble. I remember Brett going, "Don't get yourself in trouble."
I want to know.
Yeah.
She said that's just the appetizer. What if
yeah,
there's a
we
full
all-
entree?
I'm going to post that back out on YouTube, by the way. That little snippet, that was great.
It
Great
wasn't just
thing.
a little snippet. I mean, the whole episode got like 1.4 thousand views.
Yeah.
We're just
Our-
a
our
couple
normal
fans,
stuff
though.
is-
You know,
What's that?
we're just a couple fans, though. Whatever.
I mean,
It was
right?
just a conversation with a couple fans that a couple people just got to use.
Yeah. We're just
Well, Joe muted himself.
Oh,
somehow.
Joe.
I think he unplugged his mic by
That
accident.
is amazing.
I've been there and done that before.
Mid-sentence. Mid-sentence. All right, Doc.
Also, I'm not even trying to like talk trash by saying they said we're just a couple fans, but it's just funny to hear that.
Right, no,
I don't mean any ill will towards that at all.
it was just like once I heard it, I was like, oh, maybe she said it somewhere else. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, no, she only said it on our show, which I think is awesome. I think it's awesome. We had the perfect timing too. You could not have had better timing to have her on.
I still go back to that show and show my kids that she does the voice of Cuckoo Loca on the Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah, Minnie
Clubhouse.
Mouse is the bow tie.
Or, yeah, the Bow Tunes or whatever.
Yeah.
And like
Mickey Mouse.
Roadster Racers. Because
Yeah.
she's in like a bunch of like, because my kids love the
Hey Arnold too, right? Like she's
Yeah.
the older sister in Hey Arnold.
Yeah, she did Olga, Helga's older sister.
But yeah,
Oh,
like
you're still muted, Joe. You got to unmute on the computer, I think. There you go.
sorry, my cord got unplugged somehow. It just dropped out.
what I'm getting at is I don't know if you remember that we had her on the day of the Bad Batch drop of the trailer, and her blonde hair showed up for about 1 second, and we had her on that day.
Mm-hmm.
It couldn't have been a better time.
It was amazing timing.
So much kudos to her too for just being like, oh, this podcast Rule the Galaxy wants to have me on. I'm in. Kudos to Joe on that one, man. That's
She's
incredible.
still a sweetheart. I'll email her every now and then. She's like, I can't come on now, but thanks for thinking of me. And she doesn't have to.
She got in trouble.
Yeah, I think we did get her in trouble. And then Vanessa Marshall, yeah, go along with it. Somebody like that, Vanessa, to say, "Hey, it's your 350th year. Here's a quick snippet from me." I mean, people like that are really cool. But yeah, I saw that on Utini, and I thought, "Oh crap! Here it is. What, 2-3 years later, and they're putting that she was in Offspring song, and I'm like, yeah, we talked about it. So
Pretty fly for a white guy.
hey, I'm gonna knock out a couple simple, quick ones. Saw an article where Hayden Christensen was wearing wigs in Revenge of the Sith. What a silly story!
People are shook by that. I always thought it was his real hair.
I did too.
I thought it was his real hair.
Why does it matter?
Because people, man. I don't know. Jar Jar Binks is going to meet Kelleran Beck in comic books.
Yeah,
they're going to meet.
I heard about that one.
Now that's kind of fun. It's silly and it's fun. I like that he's still being involved with Star Wars because I know it's just a comic, but for years, Ahmad Best is going to be able to play off this stuff. And who knows if we'll see Kelleran Beck or Jar Jar again. So one that I thought was interesting, I don't know how old this was, but Mark Hamill was on a show with a group of other guys, other actors, all kinds of famous actors. I don't know where it's from. I know
it's the Actors on Actors interviews. They do it each year around this time.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, JJ robbed us of Luke, Han, and Leia. He was like, I kept saying, why are we not doing this? And they're like, we're not gonna. He said, I didn't say anything, but he's exactly right. I'm not gonna go back, like you said, Brent, Force Awakens was fun. It was energizing to the community. It was exciting. So much potential. But I do think he is right. The one scene they could have, even if it was a quick flashback, they could have put into the movie was those three at one point in time having a conversation. So
he is so hot and cold with this stuff too, because he has
Yes.
defended Rian Johnson after making his remarks that he was pissed off about what they did. And then the question for him was, who's an actor you would like to work with? And he said Harrison Ford.
Oh gosh.
That was his answer, because he was like, we were all I think he said, yeah, it was Harrison Ford was his answer, but he was just like, he's like, you know, we did the new trilogy and none of us ever saw each other. He's like, yeah. So
I agree. You mentioned Death Troopers might be a series. I've seen a number of articles. It looks like my camera just went away, but now I'm back.
You're
Can you
good.
hear me?
yeah, it dropped out for a second for some reason.
Okay. So yeah, I'm all for it. I remember we talked about Death Troopers years ago, D-Doc.
Is this the zombies you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Screw that shit.
It'll be interesting, because that would be like a rated R type show, the way that book is written.
Yeah.
Definitely going to be a Disney Plus show. I feel like it would probably be animated as well.
Really?
I think that it would be. I don't know. The Marvel stuff that they've done with like zombie stuff, that's never done it for me. You know, like I've never watched any of that where they have like Captain America like coming back as a zombie and everything. Like I just haven't been into that kind of thing. I wasn't like a Walking Dead guy or whatever, but Game of Thrones is technically a zombie show, kind of. So like I don't know. I can do zombies when it's done right.
I didn't know
guess
that.
the White Walkers.
Yeah.
Yes, but they weren't.
It's like 15-20% zombie, I'll say.
I wouldn't even say. I mean, but I can take that. I hate zombie. Like there's something about zombie culture, zombie movies that is so lost on me. Just like people will say that Star Wars is lost on them. I don't get it, and I get annoyed by it. So like, what is it? 28 days later, 28 years later, or some crap like that. There's a. So I don't want to see. I might not watch it. Like zombies is not something that
I do think it works for Star Wars though, because the story is intriguing that you have this ghost ship that is something went down on it that's floating out in space, and there's a sickness or a disease that got loose on the ship, and it's consolidated to that ship, where it's like something like that in Star Wars could make sense.
So
they've done it. They've done it before with the Night Sisters. They've done it with clones in Geonosis in the Clone Wars. They're doing it in Ahsoka right now with those troopers that they're bringing back from that other planet.
Yeah.
So
it can work when it's done right. Like it doesn't need to be like full zombies like just chasing you in crowds. Like
so, like the White Walkers were there, but they weren't there. That wasn't the main story. I mean, yes, it kind of was a plot point, but they weren't. I can't do like what is it, The Last of Us or whatever. The second season of The Last of Us, I didn't really get it because there was almost too much of it in the first couple of episodes. I don't know. There's something about it that's just.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever watched a movie or a TV show related to zombies, except for this Star Wars stuff that happened to be part of Star Wars.
Yeah.
I just never. What's the one that everybody loves?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. Never watched any.
Same. Never watched
thing of Walking Dead ever. Nah.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. The way Brent was saying, like the zombie culture thing, he doesn't get it. I'm out on it as well. But I did like the Death Troopers story because I liked the characters that were in it, that were like fighting against it, because it was more character driven. Like the zombies were there, but you were more interested in how the people got out of it. I don't even remember any of their
What-
names at this point.
One of our original hosts, Vinny Smith, lives for zombie culture. He loves, like, World War Z is one of his favorite things. Yeah, I'm like, dude, whatever floats your boat.
More power to you.
Couple other things real quick. Let's see.
It's like, but I'll go into like
Yeah.
real quick before you switch over as you're reading that topic. The greater public loves that shit,
They do.
and I have no idea why.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
a
know.
minority
Doesn't do it for me.
zombie.
Well, I would say maybe most of them really are zombies, and they're,
Oh,
there's
there you go.
there's a lot of society that just is walking around as zombies right now.
Zombie.
Now, I love that song.
I wish I knew more of it.
I do love that song. Okay, our friend Ryan McGee. He was at a Star Wars Lego event where we're going to talk about these Lego smart bricks. But he got to hang out and meet and talk with Dave Filoni. And
Yes.
yeah, so I sent him a text. I'm like, dude,
Okay,
like you're bumping big elbows there.
hold on though. Hold on. And Joe, I need you to work some magic here, because if he was at that event
He was.
and he's an SEC football guy,
Yes.
how did he not find Jackson Dart?
I'm going to ask him if he talked to him.
Dart was there.
Because Jackson, there was a Facebook video, and it was I would be in a dream. So they, if anybody hasn't seen it, they made a human-sized Lego cockpit,
Yep.
and there was a Lego game, and you could sit inside the Lego cockpit and control the X-wing on the trench run and shoot down TIE fighters while you're in the cockpit wearing the helmet. And they showed Jackson doing that.
Yes.
And that's amazing.
I'm going to check with him on that. Hey, I wanted the Steelers to draft Jackson Dart for that reason right there.
Dude, the NFC East is getting to me with him, man. I'd love that he's a Star Wars fan, but it's like just seeing him so much, and like I hear like Giants fans talk shit to me because where I live,
Yeah.
there's New York people who commute to work from here. So it's like you have random Giants fans around me here. They'll have
Yep.
Eagles jerseys day, and David will have like 2 or 3 Giants fans, which I love the parents that are the Giants fans. They're like my closest friends are the parents that are Giants fans.
But Dave,
But I can't deal with the Jackson. Like I love that he's a Star Wars fan.
no,
But when he was on Ole Miss, I was like DMing him on Instagram trying to get him on our podcast, and now I'm just like, I've seen too much of him now.
no,
He's on the
it's
Giants.
just because he's on the Giants.
Because they got Harbaugh now.
Yes,
They think
I
they're
know.
back.
They picked up Harbaugh.
Screw him. I'm out on him. I'm
Well,
out.
Here's the deal. He doesn't wear eye black. He paints his face for the Anakin scar.
I'm out. I don't care.
He's got the Anakin scar every game.
He's a rival now. He was on Hard Knocks. He said our most hated team is the Eagles. Guess what? I'm out now. When he was at a little kid event,
You
he told
NFC
the little
East
kids.
people.
He told the little kids our most hated team is the Eagles. Right when I'm just like, I'm done.
I'm
Right.
going to have
Because
Joey
guess
reach
what?
out to him.
You're not on the same level as the Eagles. If you look at the last 5 years, the Giants have the same record as the Jets for the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah.
And it's like the way the way the Giants are portrayed, you would never know that they are literally the worst team in the NFL.
But
It's a trigger for me.
talking about the worst team and switching it over and just jumping into a different topic, the worst team in college football history is playing for a national championship on Monday.
Let's
Yes,
go
they are.
Indiana, baby.
I mean, that is ridiculous. The fact that they've gone from the losingest program in the history of the NCAA to playing for a national championship in 2 years.
Yeah. It's,
And not only
tough.
that, not to get down too far down the sports road, but the recruits and the NIL that they already have signed up for next year is crazy.
It recruits itself, man. He was also like the lead recruiter that built some of Saban's thing. And I was reading an article, and I think it was from an Alabama fan that said that like, did Alabama miss out by not bringing Cignetti in when they could have, and going with Caleb DeBoer? And basically, what it kind of comes across as is the guy wrote it. And if you look at the way that that Saban interacts with other coaches, like Cristobal and the other one, Dan Lanning, he does not interact with Cignetti in the same way. I think that it was not a nice parting for the two of them. And Cignetti might have gotten a little too big for his britches and sent him packing.
Two type A personalities right there.
Have you seen the Cignetti T-shirt that looks like a pack of Marlboro Reds?
Oh, it's got
that
Sig.
says Cignetti on it.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
like Sig. No, it just says Sig on it. Like right, so he's a Sig.
Yeah, those shirts are awesome. Little David is like all of a sudden a major Miami fan. So it's like this national championship is going to be a problem because he was rooting for I think he heard me say I really want Indiana to win the game against Oregon, and he was like, I want Oregon to win. I'm like, what are you and your friends talking about at school right now? Because I think him and all his buddies are like big Miami guys.
They all drinking the Yoo-hoo out by the teeter totter.
Here's the thing. Everything that you said about Jackson Dart, I'm out on your son right now. I'm out. I was a fan. I watched the Little League. I watched him play. I watched him grow up. He's a Star Wars fan. I'm out.
He says if I'm good enough to play college football, I'm going to go to Miami. I'm like, well, guess what? You're a ginger. You better bring your sunscreen, buddy.
I love it. Wow. Now we're out on Jackson Dart. We're out on David.
I'm not out on David. I'm not out on David. But
so let's talk about the Lego Smart Bricks. I was keeping up with you and Alfie. This thing looks like a mess.
Yeah.
Like super expensive. Like while we're all getting addicted to it, while Brett and I are like, oh, I'll dabble with it. Now all of a sudden they're releasing these things, and weren't they pretty pricey and some light up stuff? And what's going on here, D-Doc?
Yeah, it's expensive. It's just I've known about these these smart bricks leaked like well over a year ago, and there's been a lot of speculation about it, and people leaked that there was going to be an X-wing that was going to be about like yay big, that was going to be very expensive because it comes with the smart brick. So we'll see. I don't think it's going to be successful. I feel bad because like it's something like Lego's passion. I'm passionate about. Like Ryan McGee was there. I think it's awesome that he was there. You know, I support McGee and everything, but it's like it's just something that I'm not a fan of. I know it's not made for me. It's made for kids. But another thing that people in the Lego community have a problem with is it's like you're not supposed to have things making noises on Lego. You're supposed to play with them and make the noises yourself while you're playing with it. Like it's not Lego is not like technology unless you have some motors like running stuff and you're building things like sure, whatever. But I don't know. Lego is in such a weird place because like I feel like they don't know what to do with themselves sometimes, and everything's just gotten so expensive. Like it's just weird. I don't like it. I don't think I'll be buying any of it because I wouldn't be playing with it. Like I'm more of a Lego display guy. But the nice thing is a lot of Lego play sets are also very displayable as well if you're a fan of Star Wars. So Star Wars is the only thing getting these right now, and I don't know. It's cool, I guess. I mean, the ships look terrible. Like the cockpit on the X-Wing is like, yikes. But I don't know. What's interesting is the trademarks on all of it is from 2022. So it's like, I think they've had these made for a while and were nervous to release them because I think they were afraid of what the public's reaction would be to it. But that's just like hot take. I don't know. Maybe they just trademarked it in 2022, but the figures like have these scannable QR code things all over them. So they kind of did it before with the Mario stuff. I don't know if you guys ever saw the Mario figures that scanned the plates that they would jump on.
No.
There was a Lego set where you could build your own. You could build your own level, and I believe it was a Lego set where you could build your own level and then scan it in and play it on the Switch, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Mario stuff, they dabbled into technology with it, which like Lego's done it in the past. They've tried to do things before where they've worked in like Bluetooth and robotics and everything, and it usually just doesn't seem to pan out. It usually just comes back to square one where it's just people just want to build the Lego and they're happy with it. But I mean, I guess as a company, you want to try to take leaps and you know, do different things sometimes. So we'll see how it goes. If kids love it, then it's great. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's geared towards. It's geared towards kids. So if if parents are spending the money on it and they're going to fork up $160 for the Lego throne room where you can hear the lightsabers make noise because there's a smart brick, then good.
Joe Doc's chiming in. They're trying to replace the Lego Mindstorm robots, which I think were a better tool.
Mindstorm was so if you go through the technology thing, Mindstorm was a programmable robotic. They used it in like tournaments. So robotics, getting into the weeds of it, there's a thing called First Robotics. First Robotics is a robotics competition. The first robots are made and designed. They cost about $20,000 to $30,000. You work with a high school group that works with a like.
This is what Joe does for school, so he's going to love
that's
you.
why he knows about it, right?
This.
So I'm talking. That's the big ones. These things are about the size of a go-kart. We're talking like they're big, and it's a big game. It's international, and it's pretty cool if you watch them play, right? So another thing that they would do is they would have a robot, and you make a pairing with like 3 other robots. So there's 6 robots running around on the field trying to play the game that they create. They create the game, and they probably just dropped the game about a week ago. Doc could probably chime in and tell you when they dropped the game is right around now. And teams have from like when they drop the game to the first competition to design the robot. But so you take it, you step it down. There's another company called Rex, right? Oh, Bob, I don't know. Oh, so there's another one called Vex, which Vex is a smaller one. Those are about the size of I would say a laptop computer. Same concept as First. And then so Lego Mindstorms was essentially the middle school elementary version to get you into those as you build up. It was an easier way to build in and make programmable robots.
Huh.
Yeah.
All news to me.
And here's the thing is like, while saying all of this, there was a Lego set, and this was in the past, where I'm going to share it on the screen right now. Hopefully I can make it big enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a Steven Spielberg Lego Studios set where you can see the little camera that is on the right side of it, where it was like, you can make your own Lego movie, where like when I was a kid, I just remembered, I kept telling, and Joe will probably remember this. It's like, I wanted that thing so bad. I have no clue if our compact computer could have handled the camera that it came with, because it was like, a webcam, what is this? Like, you can record things on your computer. But I just remembered when I was a kid, I wanted it so bad. So I'm trying to take the adult Lego fan that's in me out of this and look at it as the kid who's like, that's really cool. Because like, for me to see that, like say I was an adult at that time, I mean, I probably would have thought it was awesome because the technology was cool. But it's like Lego's dabbled with technology, and I don't know. It'll be interesting. The smart brick just ups the price so much, and it's like, for me, it's not even the smart brick. It's just how expensive Lego is getting. That's where it's like, that's where I just have beef with it, is just how expensive it's getting.
It is pricey. I mean, I And now my wife's into it with me where she's like, yeah, let's that'd be fun. Let's build that. But she's like, I only want to buy these when they're on sale or when
Yeah.
I can. Well,
3 months.
that Star Wars logo that she bought me, it was on sale at Target. And then she had red card or whatever rewards. So she got it for like $20.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
She's like, I had to buy it. She was like, because she gave it to me for Christmas. And I was like, I didn't ask for this. I was like, I didn't want to make you buy Lego. She was like, I couldn't resist. She goes, it was $20. I was like, okay, great. So, I mean, it's hard to think about buying these $300 and $400 Lego items, especially for a guy like me just getting into it. You've been into it for a long time. For me, I'm like, I don't know, $50 is about the most I want to spend on something, so.
Yeah, it's like they just got the IP for Pokemon, and the first thought they have is, let's make a set that's $650.
$650. I know. You showed, I was like, that's crazy.
Where it's like, kids are into Pokemon now. It's like, hey guys, we got the IP for Pokemon. If you want to buy the 3 sets we just made, it costs $900. You don't want, what do you mean, little Timmy? You don't want to buy the $200 Pikachu or the $650 Charizard and Blastoise? Like, it's like come out with a bunch of smaller sets that kids can get into and buy it if you really are a company that's being geared towards kids.
And I everywhere I go now, I check, and at every exit, like of Walmart, Target, heck, even CVS, they have minifigs for sale, or they have those little
Polybags,
50 piece or 100 piece little bag with a ship or something in it.
Yeah.
So I guess they're trying to get you on those quick little drug of, here, spend $10 and you get this. And then it gets you hooked, because once you get in, you're like, what's 20? What's 50? 100's not that bad, and then it goes from there.
That's why I just ask for one big set for Christmas each year, and then I just look for deals.
There we go.
Unless you visit the Lego store, then you buy about 4 different things.
I rarely buy Lego at full price. Like, I don't know the last set that I bought at full price. Probably the last one I bought was the Dark Trooper helmet series, because I thought it was going to go out of stock soon, and I want to have all of the helmet series, which was a stupid thing to get into for me because I thought they were going to retire it soon, and they keep coming out with more. So
I want the Biker Scout one, speeder bike guy. That's the one
that is retired. So
yeah, I know. Maybe I'll go to that place Brent mentioned and see if they'll help a poor boy out. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've been going for 2 hours, guys. Anything you want to close up shop with?
Nah. I just can't believe that Doc's out on Jackson Dart.
I like that he's a Star Wars fan. I hope he brings more Star Wars fans into the game. But at this point, it's like he's a rival. I'll like him when he retires now. Because now they got Hardball. They're pumping their chest on Twitter.
You NFC East guys.
We've got the core. We've got a good coach now. Harbaugh's not intimidated by anybody in the NFC East. Like,
Joe, you hate the Ravens, but do you hate the other teams in your division the way that the NFC East hates the teams in their division?
There's a lot of times where I just have pity on the Browns and Bengals. I feel bad for their fan base and for them as a franchise. The Ravens, I have respect for them, but I can't stand them. I mean,
but do you have that? Do you have the venom that an Eagles fan does for the Cowboys or for like?
Yeah, I could go to a Cincinnati Bengals hosting the Steelers game because it's an hour and 45 minutes from my house. I refuse to go. Refuse. Can't be around those people. Will not. Won't do it. Can't do it. Browns, I'll never go. No, Browns I can't stand. I think I dislike the Browns more than I dislike the Ravens. And just because they open their mouths so much and they're just crap.
Really? You're just not as vocal about it then, I get. It's like the NFC East fans are like,
Well, it doesn't help that Jerry Jones has basically made it to where we're the elite division in football. BS. You usually have one good team in that division every year,
Yeah.
and then everybody
Or
else
two,
stinks.
and then the other two stink. Yeah.
Yes.
Usually it's like two fighting for the division title, and I don't know. The Giants are just the Giants have always been a problem for me. I hate the Giants more than I hate the Cowboys, just because I had to watch them win Super Bowls, and there's like Giants people around here, so you have to hear about it.
You should. You know what? If I could get a job in the NFL, I want the job where we realign the divisions and get the Cowboys out of the stupid NFC East, put them in the NFC South or the NFC West and be done with it, because that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I agree.
ridiculous.
I agree. It's
Go put Carolina in the NFC East for all I care. I mean,
I would love that.
They fit in the South. I mean, they do fit in the South.
yeah.
But
All right,
Look
yeah.
at us.
I'm happy. I'm happy for you, Joe, that you are released of. You're gonna have a new coach coming up here.
Yeah. You know what? New Filoni and them taking over Star Wars, and somebody new taking over the Steelers. Let's see where it goes. Brent, go get a good night's sleep. You got work tomorrow. D-Doc, we'll catch up soon. Guys, be good. Till next time, may the force be with you.